there's a link in the description below to the Rankin and Bass Down Down to Goblin Town song. Go listen to that, and then come back and watch the rest of this video. Because we're going down, down to Goblin Town. Hello and welcome to another episode of Blastercaded Painting. Today we are going to paint the goblins of the Misty Mountains and the Great Goblin. Now, I can't remember if in the book he's called Goblin King or the Great Goblin. I think it was the Great Goblin. Well, you know what? You say goblin enough and it just doesn't sound like a word anymore. Maybe we'll say Nilbog instead. I hope some of you know what that is a reference to. I really do. But either way, we are definitely going to paint the goblins and the Great Goblin from the Misty Mountains from the Middle-earth strategy battle game, which is not easy to say at all. Now, I will say, I think the Great Goblin sculpt, I feel like that sculpt was sent to them, Games Workshop, before they made changes in the movie, because, like, Peter Jackson was known during the Hobbit trilogy to make some last-minute changes. And the sculpt's face does not reflect the sculpt's face from the movie. And, like, I don't think they would have had a problem sculpting what it looks like in the movie at that time. Because it's still a really good miniature, and they are all still really good miniatures. Like, they don't look that dated, and they're over 10 years old. But anyway, I have a feeling that face changed in production. Okay, well, I've ranted enough. Let's go paint. So first thing I did was I gave him a spray of khaki and then a dry brush of white. I just didn't get a shot of it, so here we go. We're going to take some Caribou Crimson, some Gilliman Flesh, and some Speed Paint Medium. We are going to make a wash. This actually ends up looking sort of like Berserker Bloodshade. So we might have just been able to use that. But anyway, it's going all over the entire miniature. That Speed Paint Medium's got to be in there to make it more flowy and less stainy. We're going to take some Ice Yellow next, and we are going to dry brush over everything we just did. And you can dry brush over the clothes, and over the weapons, and over the whip, or anything. It doesn't matter, because it actually is just going to help. Because we're still going to use contrast, speed paints, all that stuff over top. Next, we're grabbing some Ivory White, and we're doing another dry brush up on everything. So this will be our final sort of white, palish color. They are gross. They live in the mountain. They don't see the sun. I don't think they can move under the sun. It doesn't turn them to stone, but they don't like it. Burns them, maybe? Ah, well. Next, we're taking some Pink Flesh and some Speed Paint Medium. And this is going to go on any of the little warts and gross stuff. It's also going to go in their eyelids and their mouths. So, around those areas. And yeah, on any of the boils or warts or gross things that they have on them. Next, we're going to take some soft black here, and this is going to go all over their hair. So any of them that have hair, and also on the Great Goblin, anything that kind of looks like hair, basically. We're going to take some Lilith Yellow. Now, all those little boils and stuff, we're going to just poke at them and put a dot of Lilith Yellow on it so it looks like a pussy, disgusting, infected boil. And this is a good yellow for that. Next, we're grabbing some Ivory here. And this is just going to be used to dot in their teeth, if they have teeth showing. Now we're taking some Moonbeam Yellow, and we are going to use this on their eyes. If you can do the little goblin's eyes power to you. Some of them you can see really well, some of them you can't. So, just the big one's fine. We're going to take some bone brown next, and this is going to go over anything that's going to be bone. Some of their weapons, I think, are made of bone. His crown, the obvious skull on his staff. Yeah. Next, we're taking some soft black, and this is going to go on the hair on the staff. I mean, we probably just could have used the other black, but yeah. Either way. Next, we're taking some pale gray here, and I'm just going to use this to highlight up his strands of hair. We don't need to do this on the little goblins. It's a little too small, but on him, we want to go a little bit extra. Next, we're taking some wood, and it's going on the wood part of his staff. I'm going to take some burnished red, and this is just going to go on the leather part of his staff down here. Next, we're taking some ochre clay, and this is just going to go on the horns of his staff that he has. Now we're grabbing some snake bite leather, and this is going to take a little bit more time. This is going on all of the cloth parts on all of the goblins. So in this video I chose to paint like 2 or 3 goblins, but there's, I think, 40 in the box? 20 or 40. There's a ton of goblins. So either way, anything that's cloth is getting snake bite leather. Then we're going to grab some vampiric flesh here, and we're just going to do a quick dry brush up on anything that is bone. Just really easy. Then we're going to take some heavy metal next, and anywhere where there's some metal, the little one has a chain in his skin. And these barbs on here. Yeah, anything that's metal. Last thing we do is take some light tone and some speed paint medium. This goes over both of them, all the miniatures, just over the whole thing, to tie in all our dry brushing and all our contrast colors and everything else. Ties it all in real nice to the bases, and they are done. So what do you guys think? They are disgusting, gross, awful, little cave-dwelling goblins, and I think they're very cool. They're very unique and interesting. They look different than the other goblins in Lord of the Rings, which is good. But yeah, I really like them. They were a bit surprising in the movie. I expected, I guess, something different, and got these instead, and I ended up really liking them. Also, I guess they were practical costumes when they filmed it, and then he went back and turned them all CG, which was a little disappointing. I definitely wanted more practical costumes, and The Hobbit didn't provide that as much. Hopefully the next Lord of the Rings movies that they're doing show a bit more practical stuff. Obviously the prep time was a problem, because he didn't have the prep time that he had for Lord of the Rings that he had for the... Wow, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. This is the problem with painting Middle-earth stuff, is that I'm just going to end up talking about the movie productions and not the miniatures. It's a dangerous road. And as always, we want to thank our Patreon supporters, Charming Grenade, Richie Fender, LK, Blasterboy Mike, and Stuart Drake. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And thank you to all of you for watching today. We are doing Middle-earth strategy battle game stuff all month. This is Middle-earth month. M-E-M. Mem. Middle-earth month. Yeah, this is Mem. So please stay tuned if you want to see some more Middle-earth painting. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. And you guys have a great rest of your day.